Hello everyone, my name is Ryan Brothers, Field CTO and Solutions Architect over here at IOTech Systems. And in today's video, we will be going over integrating Edge Central into a third-party system, namely Tridium Niagara in this case, via the OPC UA server built in to Edge Central. So let's get started. So this is a fresh install of Edge Central. I'll list out the services, and as you can see, I'm running a few Modbus simulators and 2 BACnet simulators. So a couple different OT protocols here will be normalized into OPC UA. Clear the screen, and we're going to stand up the OPC UA server with Edge Central up OPC-UA-server. Press enter. Now it's running. We'll check it. And as you can see, our OPC UA server is running on port 4840. All right. So with that up and running, let's go into Niagara now. This is a fresh station built for this demo, and as you can see in our drivers, all we have is the Niagara network. So to find this, go into the palette, type OPC, and we'll double click the OPC UA client. And what we need to do is drag in an OPC UA network. Click OK. All right. Very simple network, not much to configure here. So what we're going to do is go down to New, OPC UA device, just add one. We're going to name this Edge Central Gateway. And for the purposes of this demo, we're not going to do any security. Edge Central does support all the security modes and all of the authentication modes. So we're just going to turn that off for the sake of this demo. And for the server endpoint, we're going to do opc.tcp, the IP address of the server, and port 4840. Click OK. Now what we're going to do is right click on this, go to Actions, and we're going to Learn. Alright, and as you can see, it's not down. Alright, status is okay. Alright, now we're going to go into the points. As you can see, since we did a learn, it's already learned, but just for sake, we're going to learn I equals 84, that's the root node, and there we go. Now you can see that we've discovered some objects here, and like I said, I equals 84 is the root node, and XRT instances, device Modbus. Alright, you can see that we have all of our device services here, and as you can see, we have our controllers, our simulators. So it discovered all of them, so I'm going to add the controller and add child points. So in one click, I just added all of the data points for that specific simulator. And I'll show you that here in a second. So I've added those two. Now we have our BACnet controllers, our BACnet simulators. Alright, you can see them here. I'm going to add both of those. And yes. Alright. Now we've added a few. Let's go into the resources of this controller, just so you can see. There we go. We're reading the Modbus registers via OPC UA on this controller. It supports read and write, so let me go ahead and write to this temperature. 95, and there we go. So you can see that we can write to all of these if they have the ability to be written to. 95, 500, and you can see that the status code is operation succeeded, and that's an OPC UA standard. So once they are in Niagara, you can do all the things that you can do in Niagara that you want. So I'm going to link this point here. It's just an arbitrary point. So I'm going to link this point. This is the condenser water supply flow in one of our simulators. I'm going to link mark that, and I'll just link this to air pressure. And we'll see, we'll go to N10. All right, and as you can see, it's been being written to at 10, at priority 10. So you can pass values between BACnet and Modbus via OPC UA in Edge Central. So that is really awesome. So let's go ahead and look at one of these proxy points here, just so you can see the inner workings of what this looks like. And pretty normal proxy point, but you can see the UA node ID, the namespace URL, and this is all OPC UA standard, and the UA status code is good, and that will tell you if the write succeeds or not. So once you have it in Niagara, it supports all of the functions that you can do in Niagara, such as overrides, timed overrides or emergency overrides. So you can go to actions, and I'm going to override that. It's going to be permanent, and as you can see, it's overridden. So once it's in Niagara, it supports, like I said, all the functions of Niagara, and I'll just go ahead and auto that, and it goes back to 95. All right. Close these. And this is a great way from edge to cloud to get the data that you need. Like I said, Edge Central supports all of the security modes, so be sure to set up those certificates and username and password if you want, just to make it as secure as possible for the integration. And that's it. It's as easy as that. Edge Central into Niagara via the OPC UA server. Great way to use Edge Central. Thank you for attending this video, and we'll see you in the next one.